Boundaries are something that is so important in our lives, so significant in everything that we do and how we allow ourselves to show up in the world. And it in return, the what's reciprocated back to us, is that going to be respect? Is that going to be love? Is that going to be acceptance? Is that going to be abundance? And I think that so many of us don't get to experience that level of respect and value and appreciation and recognition and acknowledgement. So that's why I want to do this unit now, is because the more we can align with our confidence with the boundaries that we want to set for ourselves, we actually shift vibrationally and energetically, and people start to look at us differently. People start to see us in a way that, well, hang on a second, she's pretty darn confident in who she is or who he is, what he wants, what he likes, what he needs. They're not willing to sacrifice themselves to play along or to be a scapegoat or to be walked all over. And it's so life-changing. And I want that for you, because I know from my own personal experience, when we allow ourselves to move through the uncomfortableness of having boundaries, it changes our lives, and it instills so much confidence and so much self-esteem into us. And so it is so important. It goes along the whole theme of self-love and respect and abundance in our lives. Boundaries just isn't about, it's in one way, it's about being able to say no to things and confidently walking away. But boundaries really allows us to tap into who we are at a very deep soul level. Because I can tell you one thing for certain: there is not one single person on the planet that signed up for, pardon the language, shit and abuse in their life. There is not one person who signed up to be disrespected, taken advantage of, not acknowledged, not appreciated. We are all here to have really rich, deep, meaningful experiences. But if we don't get this part in check, it really will inhibit how we show up in the world. And I think that is so important. So I hope that you holding ourselves to a higher standard. That has a lot to do with the value that we place on ourselves. It's how we and what we, let's say, tolerate in our lives. So if you have a look at your life, different areas of your life, it could be a work relationship, it could be a romantic relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be a siblingship, a parentship, whatever it happens to be. If you look at the people in your life, take a look and see if you can identify this feeling, okay? And the feeling is either when you're in the presence of this person, do you feel like you are shrinking inside? Do you have that feeling like, ugh, I gotta be with that person. I don't really want to spend time with that person. Or when you're around that person, there you just feel agitated, annoyed. And when you're having a conversation with that person, do you feel like you just want to kind of crawl inside and just not speak up for yourself? Do you get that feeling with anybody in your life? Or on the other side of it, do you feel like you always are in a position to have to defend yourself? Everything that you do is a fight with them. So just have a scan through some of the people in your life where you are experiencing something that is not comfortable, that causes you stress, that causes you fear, that causes you anxiety, that causes you to become small within yourself or put you in a position of having to defend yourself. Okay? So these are all signs of when we are in these environments and in these situations where we feel like we're shrinking inside, or where we feel like we have to defend ourselves. There's a couple of things going on. We are allowing people to overshadow us. We are allowing people to treat us badly, right? So who in your life is not respectful of you? Who in your life has really bad behavior around you and just doesn't show up for you in a supportive way? This is really important to recognize that there are some environments that we find ourselves in and people within those environments. Again, it could be any people at all. We're in the ship, right? Relationship of any type of arena, because we can allow ourselves to be treated poorly, without respect, without love, without acknowledgement, without encouragement, and it leaves us feeling like smaller within ourselves. And the more we get hammered that way of being small, whether you have to feel like you are defending yourself or whether you just kind of withdraw because you just feel like you can't stand up for yourself, there are those two components, right? So what that is just you not raising your bar, raising yourself to a higher standard within yourself of how you want to be treated. And the thing is that we show people how we want to be treated every single day. We show people how they are allowed to treat us. So if you are in a relationship that is unhealthy, there's a lot of conflict in the relationship, somebody is talking very badly to you behind your back, they're totally disrespecting you, they're totally crushing your spirit, that might do one of two things. It might cause you to go inward and not say anything, just completely shut down, and just go, okay, whatever, but it hurts, right? Or you might feel like you now have to be in a position to defend yourself, okay? In those cases, that is us diminishing or lowering the standard of what we feel is acceptable and how we are going to be treated.